Alright, hello. If you read the title, today we're going to be playing Oxygen Not Included, but before we start, I have two announcements to make, so I'm sure you've noticed, but I'm not using my webcam mic anymore. At least it shouldn't be using my webcam mic, so if you hear that it is, please let me know because I changed the settings in advance. So hopefully they didn't just change back on me, but I finally got a microphone, so that is super exciting. Hopefully it sounds so much better because honestly the webcam mic was annoying me too. And my second announcement is that I'm going to be focusing more on making Oxygen Not Included content. So I know that a lot of you guys really enjoy that kind of content. I was switching back and forth between Oxygen Not Included and Stardew Valley, and while that was really enjoyable for me, I know that, you know, the demographics aren't necessarily the same. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing Oxygen Not Included 80 to 90% of the time. I go live 4 times a week, so every other week I'll be doing one Stardew Valley stream, and that's just more so to keep me happy. But let's go ahead and start up our Rime file. So I'm gonna go find it really quickly because I tend to just randomize the names, and I'm realizing that for my next challenges or my next playthroughs, I'm really gonna have to work on naming my saves things that I actually will remember. So I think it was this one. I think it was this one. So I'm gonna click it. It was on Rime, and it's the only time that I've played Rime, so it's definitely this one. So let's go ahead and load into it. We're only 23 cycles in because the last time we played this was also on another Thursday, and I only streamed for 2 hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So really not a whole lot of time to be able to get very far, but if you didn't tune into my last one, just a quick recap. Like I said, we only made it a little past 20 cycles. We are running out of food, just like the title says, because I was so adamant that I was going to be focusing on making hatch ranches, that I didn't even bother with mealwood. I didn't bother with microbe mushers or whatever. And so you'll see that now I have a microbe musher because I was like, oh, we're gonna die. We have 3,000 calories. It's not going so hot. We do have a ranch set up. It's just not ready yet. We are storing too many critters in here, actually. Why is it saying that? Hold on. Okay, there we go. 5 out of 20. That looks a bit better. So, the last thing we were doing was we were setting up our food so that we can maybe actually survive this. And then I think we were just trying to explore. It's gonna take a little bit of time. New mic, you sound so much better. Yes, this is a new mic. Thank you so much. It was a budget mic for sure, but I really like it. I think it was a great investment, even though it wasn't very much of an investment. So it's gonna take a little bit of time for me to just quickly try and remember what we were doing. So let's just let the game run for a little bit. It looks like we were trying to get in here. I think I was trying to get in here for the food. Excuse me. And then we were trying to get down here because there's ice down here, and I feel like I wanted to do something with that, or maybe because of the muck root. And then, let's see. I think that we should really just explore a little bit because we don't really know a lot about what's going on. So you'll see now that we have Abe making some food. Abe is our cook, and he is making mush bars, which is great. So we're gonna go ahead and set up mush fry to forever. We do not want them eating mush bars. We want them eating mush fry because, let's see. Mush bars suck in quality. You see they give a -1 to morale. I think mush fries give a 0 to morale, so that is better. So we're gonna make sure nobody can eat mush bars. We can only eat mush fries. So that's a little hack. I don't know if you knew that already. But, oh yes, and we have our second hatch ranch set up. I was very ambitious. I was like, yeah, we're gonna be solely reliant on hatches, and then we had like no hatches. So, you know, mistakes were made, but But you know, it's all a learning process. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that so they can actually get up there. Well, I mean, they can get up there from down here, but like they have 2 easy points of access. All right, so if we go ahead and look over here, once we get over here, let's see, there's polluted oxygen over here. It looks like this is just a frozen slime biome, which is not that helpful or great for us. So let's see. I'm wondering if anybody's gonna come dig this out, because then that would help us to break into here and get our first thimbleweed, except it's not growing right now because it's too cold. So that's not exactly great. Let's see what else we can do, because I feel like once we start breaking open geysers and stuff like that, so you'll see we have some hidden, like there's one over here. Now I don't remember what that is. I'm gonna go ahead and see what that is. It is a carbon dioxide vent, which we don't really need. We're gonna go ahead and check this one up here as well. And that is a polluted water vent. So that one might come in handy, but it is gonna produce a lot of heat. But we are on Rime, which is a frozen planet, so it might not be that big of an issue right now. But that would definitely help us with infinite water, but we are going to be getting infinite water sometime soon anyways, because we'll be setting up bathrooms. Let's see, so we were pausing on research so that we could get more labor, I think. So looks like Ashgan is cooking. Let's just make sure we have our priorities set. So we do, but I think they go from left to right, which means that a cooking errand will always have a higher priority than a building or a digging errand, which I don't think we necessarily want. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lower everybody's priority for cooking, because I don't think we really need to have everybody cooking at the same time. And let's go ahead and check everything else. I think everything else is okay. I'm okay with other people ranching. It's gonna take a little bit longer. It's not gonna be as efficient, but at the same time, I think it's okay. I think we were also looking for a place to set up our metal refinery. And the thing is that since, as you can see, temperatures are very cold, I think it might be okay to just set it up like anywhere. So maybe that's what we'll do, but I'm definitely gonna wanna use polluted oxygen. Not polluted oxygen, polluted water, because if I remember correctly, let's see. Polluted water has a freezing point of -20 and an evaporation point of 119, whereas water has a freezing point of -0.6 and an evaporation point of 99.4. So you can see that it has a better like temperature range, that it actually will just be polluted water in. And you can already see our calories are going up, which is amazing. That's exactly what we want. But honestly, I don't think that we have enough food production to sustain another dupe right now. So we're just gonna take some more briar seeds, even though we don't really need it. Let's go ahead and check out our skills. So we've got Abe, but he's pretty much just our cook. Now it looks like he is only interested in cooking, which is interesting, but I'm gonna go ahead and give him improved carrying. That's basically a skill that you want everybody to have. Let's see, what are we storing here? I think we're storing sandstone for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start keeping an eye on our sedimentary rock level, because we're gonna want to give them sedimentary rocks so that they could turn into stone hatches, because stone hatches can eat igneous rock. Now we're only 20 cycles in, 25 cycles in, but we already have 5 tons of igneous rock, which doesn't seem like a lot, but there is so much igneous rock over here, just everywhere in this planet, so as you can see. So let's go ahead and we already started tracking all that sedimentary rock. We're gonna start looking for it now. So you can go ahead and turn on your materials overlay, and then if you click into mineral, you'll actually be able to see, okay, this is granite, and this is igneous rock, and that's sandstone. We want this blue stuff, the sedimentary rock. So it looks like we've got some down here, and we've got some up here. So that was why we were trying to dig into it. So that is good to know. So let's go ahead and set this at a higher, well, let me think. Well, I guess we could set that at a higher priority, because what else are they going to do? They could go into here, I guess, and start working their way downwards, because there was some over here too. But I think because this is a much bigger packet, let's just prioritize this at a 6. It's not like a big thing right now, but it'll be good for us later. The secret tool that'll help us in the future. Is that how the meme goes? I don't remember. It was very lucky that we did get Joya seeds so that we could put them into our Great Hall so that it does actually turn into a Great Hall and not just a mess hall. Because apparently your plants have to be alive or whatever for them to count as decor items. I guess nobody likes looking at dead plants or something. But, alright, so we're digging out. And luckily our food is all the way up to 15,000 calories. That is still not a lot of food, but it is something, so that is good. Well, the next thing I'm gonna wanna do, honestly, is I'm going to want to try and put food in a carbon dioxide pit. So I think what I'm gonna do is, if this is our kitchen, I'm probably gonna build it up vertically. So I'm gonna put a door here, so that it's nice and separated, and then this is probably we'll do a food room maybe, or maybe we won't do that. Well yeah, let's do a food room. Never mind, I changed my mind a lot. So we're gonna make a little like a refrigerator, a storage room kind of area. Eventually, if we want it to be a real proper refrigerator or storage area, we're going to have to use a nice like either like a liquid lock or something basically to make sure that it stays in a sterile atmosphere. But for right now, this is perfectly fine. So I think they're digging out up here, so that's good. This is where our sedimentary rock is, except let's go ahead and dig all of that out. We've got a little bit up here too. The good thing about being in Rime and it being so cold is that you can see there's like no germs, which is crazy because normally there is a bunch of slime lung around you, but it's all frozen. So there is no slime lung right now. Definitely let me know, by the way, if my stream is a little bit laggy. I know my computer is not the greatest, so I'm hoping that it is running okay. I was noticing that some of my clips were kind of a little bit laggy. So yeah. Let me know, and maybe I'll try and play around with the settings to make sure that it's okay. But okay, looks like we have everything for bathrooms, which is good. Let's see. We'll probably, I guess we could start going towards exosuit production, but I'm not entirely sure how useful that's going to be right now. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just go down in a straight line again and just get all of the research done. So while we're here, let's go ahead and start building upwards so that we can start expanding our kitchen. So I'm gonna build it like this, and then it'll be 4 outwards, and we'll put a tile here. Cancel those, actually, wait, because you could just keep the natural tiles there. So we're gonna have our kitchen going upwards, which I think is, I like building vertically for some reason. I think a lot of people tend to just build things horizontally, which is perfectly fine, it works, you know, but I think that this adds some more dimension and some more interesting aspects to your base. So that is what we are going to do. And it looks like we're pretty much good for right now. The next thing I'm gonna want to do is also set up some infinite storage, so we can go ahead and get started on that. Normally I like to do it like below the printing pod, but unfortunately there is water, so I think that's why we were also trying to dig this out and maybe push the water levels down a little bit. Let's see if we can. Okay, so they're pretty much done up here. So let's say that the next priority is this, actually. I know we said that that was at a 4, but let's go ahead and put that at a 6. So luckily we are now up to 19,000 calories, so we're doing pretty good. And as you can see, we just only dug that out and we already have 36 tons of sedimentary rock. So honestly, we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna say no more sandstone, just sedimentary rock. And we'll do the same thing over here. We'll say raw minerals, sedimentary rock. And if I remember correctly, this should be at a 5 and this should be at a 4. so that it will go into the critter feeder right away. And eventually we're also gonna want to clean this up so that they don't eat anything on the floor. But I think they prioritize the critter feeder, so I think it'll be okay for now. And since we have everything that we need for a bathroom, we can set up the bathrooms. And I think since it's right here, we're just gonna also go ahead and put like the water sieve and stuff in here. So let's get a liquid reservoir. I always like to do liquid reservoirs feeding into and out of the water sieve. I don't know if that's necessarily like the best way to do it, but that's how I like to do it. So that's how we're gonna do it. And oh my gosh, Radaman, it's really good to see you again, and thank you so much for raiding me again. I really appreciate that. I wish I could have caught your stream, but hi there, Flip Deuce. But I was actually at work, so I saw the go live message and I was like, God dang it, I wish that I was home so that I could watch. But yeah, unfortunately I couldn't watch. I'm so sorry. Right now we're just getting bathrooms set up, so I have not qualified for affiliate yet, unfortunately, but you know, we're in it for the long haul. To be honest, I haven't really been streaming for super long. I think I've only been streaming for like a couple weeks now, which is kind of crazy to me, but I've been having a lot of fun. So I hope that, you know, it's also fun to watch, and I hope that the content's getting better, because that's the main goal. That is my main goal anyways, to make sure that I create the most enjoyable viewing experience for everybody who watches me. You guys were playing Auction Not Included. I did see that. Oh, thank you so much for following me, Yaman and Fangface69. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I don't know why my UI is not updating right now, but I will fix that off stream. I'm so sorry, but I did see the notification. Well, I followed. Hopefully you'll get it soon. I usually tip some bits when I raid, but I can't in your case. That's okay. That's totally fine. Yeah, I did try to set up my donation and like tips thing, but unfortunately it was telling me that it couldn't set it up for some reason, that it wasn't taking my PayPal. Now, to be honest, I think that's kind of my fault, but it's fine. So I just have to wait 90 days. But I'm not doing this to get tips anyways, so you absolutely don't have to tip. The follow, we should all do that to help her. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Flip Deuce. Thank you, Badger MCC. I really appreciate that so much. You have no idea how much that means to me. Because like, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time. And it's just really exciting to me that I can even do this. And it's more exciting to me that people actually think that I'm fun to watch. So I really appreciate that so much. Okay, so we are trying to set up bathrooms. Now, I don't know if you have been watching any of my streams, but I do kind of suck at this game. So you'll definitely see a lot of mistakes along the way, but I think that's part of the charm and it's part of the fun, is learning along the way and making small improvements as you go. Do you want to did I say thank you, Bothorn92? I do not remember, but if I didn't, thank you, and if I did, thank you again. You all deserve as many thank yous as I can give, to be honest. So luckily, I know that we said that we were running out of food. We are running out of food. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. And if you ever miss my streams, I also do post on YouTube. 30 more follows and she can become an affiliate. Thank you. Oh, that actually means so much to me. But if you ever miss it and you miss the VODs, I do post the VODs on YouTube as well. So just so that you know, I want to be available for people as much as I can. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting this set up. This was a terrible setup, to be honest. Wait, okay, so maybe I should definitely switch the water sieve around. That would make things a lot easier, actually. I need to think before I do things. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll also cancel this plumbing. So if I go into here and I do this, yes, okay, it won't cancel my reservoir. That's good. So let's go ahead, and I just realized Bothorn is probably Bathorn. I'm so sorry. Wow. You know, it's so funny. When I was just a viewer, I was like, how do streamers not know how to say like the simplest things? And here I am. I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Okay. That makes sense, right? It goes in the dirty water goes in from there, and then it goes into the water sieve, and then it comes out. Don't sweat it. Everyone pronounced it wrong. Thanks. All right. So, oh right. So we were running out of food, unfortunately, but I don't remember who it was, but somebody last time suggested that we put down a microbe musher. So I went ahead and did that. Thank you to Arcto for following me. Thank you so much, every single one of you. I appreciate you so much. I literally, like, the goals, I know I put them there, but I put them there and I'm like, I'm happy if one person follows me in a night. That's my personal goal. So the fact that there are multiple of you who find my content enjoyable enough to actually follow me, I appreciate it so much. Like, I can't even express how much I appreciate it. And I'm always trying to like improve my content too. Like, I just got this microphone. How cute is this? How cute is that? I think it's adorable. Anyways, okay. So we don't have food production yet, so I'm just gonna get pip eggs. But we are trying to get a hatch ranch set up. I'm gonna go ahead and I think N is wrangle, yeah. We're gonna wrangle the hatchling over here, and we were trying to get sedimentary rock so that we could get some igneous rock. But for right now, we're just kind of exploring and we're gonna see how things go. I wanna go down this way, and I wanted to, conveyor loader. This means that is this one of the teleporter things where you can like go to another asteroid, right? I don't know. This is a polluted oxygen vent or a polluted oxygen geyser. No. A polluted water geyser. There we go. Those are the words. Ignore me. And this is a carbon dioxide vent down here. So in case you were like watching me scroll around and you're like, oh my god, she didn't notice that there were like hidden geysers and stuff like that. I just don't know what to do with them. So they're just gonna be there for now. So I have some stuff set up to talk about if you would like to chat with me. So I do have two cats. I think neither of them are here right now, but I have a little one and a big one. And my little one, her name is Yuki, and the big one, her name is Miso. And they are like sisters. They love each other so much, and I think it is so cute. But Miso has a bit of an eye infection. So, kitty, yes, we're at least 94% going to see his kitty. All right, now I have to go and try and get them. If they come, I will definitely pick them up. But Miso has a bit of an eye infection, so I've been giving her a topical medication to put in her eye, and because she keeps trying to rub it out, I have to put another cone on her. And now Yuki's never seen Miso with a cone before. And so apparently I caught Yuki hissing at Miso for like the first time ever. And I was absolutely blown away. I was like, oh my god, she does not recognize her own sister. How crazy is that? Because she has a cone on. And it's not like a hard cone, so it's not like super annoying for Miso or anything. Don't feel too bad for her. It is like a soft cloth cone. It's totally not a big deal, but Miso is super dramatic, and she is currently she's on a fluffy pillow sleeping. That's not all that legible. Wait, what's not legible? I'm sorry. I'm also kind of like a little bit stupid, so if I don't immediately get what you mean, I'm sorry. But yeah, and the other thing that happened the other day, this is not like a one-time thing that happens, but Miso likes to pretend that she gets stuck in the litter box. I don't know if you guys have pets, but Miso specifically, we have a litter box for her. It is front in, top out. That way it's supposed to, I don't know, like be more intuitive and help with litter tracking and stuff like that. I don't know. I got pulled in from the Amazon reviews, but so I have that kind of litter box for her, and Miso likes to go in it, do her business, and then paw at the litter box door. Like, she pretends like she's stuck. And I promise you, she is not stuck. She's just dramatic. And I personally think it's because she thinks that the longer that she stays in there, the more attention that she's gonna get. Because if there's anything that she is an attention lover. And you'll be like, oh my God, honey, are you stuck? And then you'll go over and you'll like let her out. But if you're not there, she gets out perfectly fine. So I don't know. I think she's faking it. You guys can let me know. Also, if you're interested in like chatting with each other, I also have a QOTD command. It's question of the day. You don't have to do it, but you know, if you guys are interested in either chatting with me or chatting with other people, you know, it might be fun. But all right, so we're finally getting started on this kitchen, which is all right. We have the spice grinder, which I think is over here. Also, if you're not into Stardew Valley, that's totally fine. You can let me know who your favorite duplicate is. Pass, don't play it. That's fair. But my favorite duplicate is Pei, because I think her ice blue hair is super unique. And it's super fun, and it makes her feel like an individual instead of like a clone. Whereas I feel like the other duplicates don't necessarily like have they all have their own unique look, whatever. But like I feel like Pei's is super unique. Oh, thank you for the comments about the music. It's actually from Game Chops. So if you have Spotify, if you have YouTube, definitely go check them out, because they make remixes of like game audio, like game music. So they have like Zelda stuff, and they have Stardew Valley stuff. They have like Smash stuff, I think. So definitely a lot of different content. Definitely check them out. It's a lot of like chill vibes like this, which I think is super cool. And the fact that it's like, oh my God, what's the term? Music that you can recognize. I think that just makes it even better. All right, so you can see I kind of went overboard with this, with the filters here. And that is because I did this right after doing a Terra playthrough. And in my Terra playthrough, I decided, oh, I'm gonna break into some polluted oxygen packets. It'll give us a little bit of oxygen. I'll just put down 2 deodorizers, we'll be good. And polluted oxygen absolutely flooded our base. So I've learned from my mistakes. I've got 8 deodorizers down. There is not a single bit of polluted oxygen coming out of that packet into our base. So maybe I'm being a little dramatic, but that was a really stressful time for me, so I'm learning. Let's see. We can go down this way. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is once he breaks into here, I want to start going this way because I want to see what's down. I know we're on Rime, but it should have all of the different biomes. So I'm not like, well, okay, specifically what I'm looking for is a frozen biome on Rime, which I guess we don't need. All right, I take that back. This is a learning process for me too. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and make this a priority 6 because I want to get these bathrooms set up. 6 and 6. And it looks like all the pipes on the bottom are done. So once we get this, the last of the piping set up and the water sieve and everything, then we'll be able to start deleting these and putting in actual bathrooms, which means no more stinky water and dirt for us. Well, I guess, yeah, it's clay? Does it make clay? Oh my gosh. Do I even play this game? Polluted dirt. Doi. This is gonna happen a lot. I don't have the greatest memory and I don't have the greatest knowledge of this game, but I love this game and I will keep playing this game, absolutely. Oh, also, since you weren't here in the beginning, I made a little announcement. Normally what I do is I play Oxygen Not Included and Stardew Valley. I alternate, but I'm actually gonna start doing mostly Oxygen Not Included content because I feel like that's what's most enjoyable. I find that the Stardew streams, like, I enjoy playing Stardew, but I feel like it's kind of hard for me to go live in Stardew just because, like, I'm not entirely, like, sure what to talk about and there's so much downtime, whereas I feel like when I'm playing Oxygen Not Included, I'm always planning something, I'm always doing something, so I feel like it's just better content. So I'm gonna be focusing on that. And outside of kitchen, what did I do? Kitchen. and an electric grill or gas range, and a refrigerator. So we'll have to put in a refrigerator. But yeah, so what I'm gonna be doing is I am going to be playing Oxygen Not Included every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. And every other Saturday, I will do one Stardew Valley stream, just because I enjoy playing it. But I mean, also, if you aren't interested in watching Stardew Valley, definitely let me know, because I am always looking for new games to play, new games to branch out. I'm even thinking of maybe doing like an interactive game night sometime. So maybe I'd get like Jackbox or something like that, and I'd be able to actually like play with people, whether that's you guys or people who are like, I do have a moderator, so maybe I could play with my moderator, but we'll see. I feel like I have big plans. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so we're gonna get this kitchen set up, and I did set this to 6, right? All right, is it just because it's late in the day and people aren't ready? All right. Oh, I have no schedules, all right, okay. Where are people then? What are we doing? Why are we not building our bathroom? Can they reach it? Yeah, no, well, they can't reach that one yet, but they can reach these. Unreachable. Did I make this 5? I made it 5. I made it 5 tall. Gosh darn it. I didn't even notice. What the heck? Alright, let's go ahead and fix that up. Ladders, yeah. Oh, hang plants from it. That's true, yeah. It'll be great for decor later. But for now, this is gonna be our, oh my gosh, wow. That's such a rookie mistake. Oh, this is why people say 200 hours is still a beginner. Because you will make stupid mistakes like this. Oh yeah, and the other thing. Oh yeah, I did tell you I got a microphone. I'm still recovering from my sickness. Get those mirth to make the bathroom smell like flowers rather than pea water and natural gas. Or buddy buds, right? The buddy buds are great. If I could find a buddy bud. I love the buddy buds. They're so cute. Okay. And there's more hexcellent fruit over here and arbor trees down here. Yeah, I mean buddy buds. I'm thinking I kind of want to try to get some cuddle pips. I feel like that will help us maybe with for ideas. Radamant does this awesome poll option to chat. Polls? How do I set up I will look that up and I will have that ready for next time. I promise. Because that sounds so fun. I'm gonna go ahead and get omelets because we're not doing great on food yet. We're doing better, but we're not quite there yet. I can help you with that. I would really like that. Hold on, wait. I have my, I think it's this one. Those are my socials. You can go ahead and find me on any of those. And I'm very responsive. I spend a lot of time on my phone. I am going to be changing my Twitch name to match up with the rest of my socials. It's just that because, okay, so funny story. I was planning on streaming for a while, like a long time. And then maybe like a month ago or something, I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna start. And then I changed, I was like, okay, I need to think of a name. And I knew I wanted to use Mayhem, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So I just put in anything and I was like, I'll change it later. I did not know that you can't change your name for like 3 weeks or something after you after you change it. So that was a little bit upsetting because now sometimes I'll like go into people's 60 days each time, I think. Okay, I did not know that. What was I saying? Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, when I go into people's streams and I talk to people, they don't call me Mayhem. They call me Utter. That's not really the brand I was wanting to put out, but that's the brand that we got. It's not the brand that we want, but it's what we got. So I guess I didn't really think about it. I was just thinking like, oh, total like chaos and utter mayhem, whatever. But I didn't think anyone would call me utter. Anyways, silly things, you know. Let's just do everything that's edible. We can go ahead and destroy this ration box. I was really planning to put the food here. I know, it is hilarious, but it's... Did I do these pipes backwards? Hold on. Could have been worse. Utter, yeah. No, I didn't do them backwards. Okay, I definitely thought I did them backwards. Oh my goodness, I was gonna be a little bit upset. Not that upset, but okay. Let's go ahead and I'll keep the ladders. No, actually no, because we can put stuff up there. So I will... Okay, wait. There was somebody who told me that you could do this easier. If I deconstruct, I can click... If I click buildings, it's just like the ladder, right? I'm so invested in this. But as you can tell, I'm not really that great. I've only played this game for like 200 hours, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not a lot in the grand scheme of things. But yeah. Also, if you didn't know, I have a little stream kitty. His name is Inoki. He's on my screen. No, that way. I forget it's mirrored, right? My camera's mirrored. And you can pet him or you can play with him, and it's absolutely free. And I think it's really cute, you know? And the more levels that Inoki gets, we'll get to watch him, or well, I'll get to change his color. So if you're interested in seeing different colors of Inoki, definitely, you know, play with him or whatever. You don't have to, but it is free. So, you know, if you want to. I just think it's really cute. Oh, I accidentally disabled it. I didn't deconstruct it. Oopsies, my bad. Thank you for petting my cat. I'm trying to see where the other cats are so I can show you like an actual cat. If you didn't know, oh, I used to be a dog person, which is funny. I feel like dog people and cat people are very different. Dog people hate cats, but I feel like cat people don't hate dogs, if you know what I mean. But, so I used to have a dog, and I used to be a dog person. I used to be like, oh, I don't really get the appeal of cats. Like, aren't they just, like a little bit too standoffish or whatever? Which, I mean, they're a little more independent, sure, but they're not like standoffish or anything. And then, when my dog passed away, I moved into this place that only allows cats. So I really wanted a pet. So what I did was I got a cat. And I am officially converted. I think they're so cute and they're so sweet and they're so soft. My big cat Miso, she likes to pretend like she hates you, like she doesn't actually want to be around you. The minute you walk out the door, she's like meowing for you, yowling so loud. And you come back in and she pretends like she wasn't just doing that. Like it's just a total coincidence that she's sitting or like laying down right by the door. Like they're complete tsunderes. Like honestly, I just think it's so funny and they're so cute. And like they're stupid in a way that like dogs are stupid in their own way, but cats are also stupid in their own way. Like Miso ate a fly once. Why? Why would you do that? They like to play with flies. And let's go ahead and okay, I don't want to do any of that actually. Yeah, no, okay. Sorry, I just wanted to check because I haven't actually really used a spice grinder before. Oh, and the color changes. Wait, the color changes depending on the spice that you're making? That's actually a really cute touch. Wait, I'm gonna keep it on pink. If you didn't know, that's purple. Upsetting. My favorite color is pink. It used to be blue, which is funny. But I feel like that's because when I was younger, I was like, ew, pink? That's a girl color, as if I'm not a girl. But like, my room used to be pink when I was younger, and then my parents were like, okay, you can change it to any color that you want. And I chose baby blue. And then, as I grew older, I started to embrace my femininity because I used to be a huge pick-me girl, where I'm like, I'm not like other girls. I feel like, you know, that some girls go through that phase anyways. I did. And then I realized that it's not bad to be a girl. I'm just being dramatic. So then I was like, actually, I really like pink. And now everything that I have is, not everything, but a lot of the stuff I have is pink, and I love it. So I love that this can kind of be pink. All right, let's see if we can, oh, they're cramped. Okay, so why are we cramped? Now I need to think. Because it says that there's 6 of you. Is 6 too many? Because this should be the full 96 tiles. And there's nothing out here. So what's going on with you? Are there lots of eggs? But the eggs would show, oh, the eggs don't show up under critters. All right, so we need to put the eggs somewhere. Let's go ahead and, for now, let's say let's put an automatic dispenser. And I want to put the eggs somewhere. I didn't really think about this. I guess we could just put it right out here. Then I was gonna put incubators there. Well, no, actually, that's a nature reserve, so maybe I can't. Okay, my base is like really weirdly laid out, and like I know a lot of people do like the grid bases, which are easier to then plan for like the future, but I didn't do that. So okay, we did move this out though, so what we're gonna do like this, and then I can put like this for our infinite storage, our infinite debris storage. That makes sense. I don't have to dig this out, which is fine. That makes sense. And then we could put our eggs in there for now until we are able to just auto sweep them. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Now I just have to plan out a space for the incubators, which honestly can just go right next to it. So we might actually do that because it's not too far from the ranches. So I think that's what we're gonna do. But do we need refined metal to make incubators? That is the question. Yes, you do. So we're also gonna go ahead and set up a metal refinery because we're in such a cold asteroid. It doesn't actually matter that much. So we are going to, let's see. But the metal refinery, I wanted to use polluted water to make the metal refinery. I'm just talking out loud, hold on. But all the polluted water is frozen. So maybe we will stick with the rock crusher for now because we have plenty of space for, oh wait, I have a rock crusher. I need help. Maybe cramped because caught between the 2 doors. I think it doesn't matter. I think they only, they look at the entire room size, but I think that's how it works anyways. But let's go ahead and see if, okay, we'll want to get these set up quickly. Why are you, oh yeah, oopsies. I forgot I need to actually give them a way to to get out and across. Can you get out, sir? I don't think he can get out. Wait. All right. There we go. Let's do this like really urgently so you can actually escape. Because you're hungry and need to pee, probably. Hungry, cannot reach food? Yeah, all right. And then once you're out, let's go ahead and deconstruct this. Cancel that, just deconstruct that because it doesn't matter, nobody's stuck there. And they can reach in there, that's fine. Okay. We'll say critter eggs can go in here. We'll say, how about everything except for, not metals. Well, no, we'll just put everything, it's fine. Not liquefiable, I lied. And probably organic, we won't want to do polluted dirt or slime. But I think everything else is good, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, and I have to set this at a priority of 4 and oopsies, copy this to this one. And that way, now we have an infinite storage, which is fun. And they should start putting things away when they have time. And I think that it's the lowest priority that it can be, storing. Deliver, store materials. Yeah. So they'll do everything else before they will store things. If you didn't know, the way the priorities work is that they will go from left to right. And I realized that I should actually go left to right like that. But you can set their priorities higher or lower. So each one of these has like a one, I guess an increment of 1. So this would be like 1 priority or 0 priority or whatever, and 1, 2, 3, whatever, because it would go like this way. Or I think this is how it works, but definitely that they will go from left to right. And then these ones will have like a here. So you'll see that you can start with like 0, which means that they don't do it, or you could do like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever. So, and then it just adds them up, and that's how the game determines priorities. In case you, oh, I have to set that too. I knew that, hold on. Hold on, sweep only, because otherwise they're just gonna stand there and do that forever. Okay, let's go ahead and sweep this, and here, and here, and whatever's here, and here, here, here. We'll just clean up the inside of our base. The outside of the base doesn't actually matter that much because they're not going to be walking there. And oh, we have a little egg. We have 2 eggs. All right, we can go ahead and just sweep those too. Let's see. Okay, so if we do bristleberries, we can make the what is it? The fried ones, gristleberries. Our food is kind of going up. We don't quite have hatches up yet because I want to get incubators down before we take another dupe. I think I'm gonna go ahead with algae because we're not like terrible on food now, so I think we're doing okay. So let's go ahead and figure out how much refined metal we're gonna need. So each one of the incubators is gonna take 200 kilograms, and each one of these makes 50 kilograms. So we need 4 per incubator. Now, the incubator, I don't know how much faster it makes it, but if we do 15% of the cycle per incubator, we can run, hold on, 6 of them at a time. So let's plan for 6 of them. So we'll need to run this 24 times. Let's see, we should probably just use copper. So let's say we'll need to do this 24 times. If my math is wrong, please don't hesitate to correct me because I used to be great at math. Now I'm just okay. Okay. And that should be good. Let's go ahead and see what people are doing. We'll finish up our bathrooms. Deconstruct that and deconstruct that. And I have to prime this with water. I keep forgetting things. Oh boy. Let's just go ahead and let's put it in this one so we could drain this water a little bit. We can just go ahead and put it here because we don't need that much to prime it. Do not cancel that. Do not cancel that. Do not deconstruct that. Okay, so we will go ahead and get some water in. Oopsies. Oh my goodness. All right. And we'll want it to go this way. There we go. Let's go ahead and set that at a higher priority. Priority 6. And that way we should be able to get that done a little bit faster. And then we'll be pretty much fully like set on bathrooms. And then we'll have some polluted water creation, so then we'll be able to feed that into thimbleweeds. But I'm not too concerned about that right now, but it is an option that we could do. We also do have this polluted water geyser up there that we could use, but we'll have to cool that down first. So we have options is what I'm trying to say. All right. The other thing that I'm trying to get better at storytelling. So I'm trying to think of how I could make this more interesting to watch than just narrating what's going on. And I'm not very great at it. It might come to me later. I think we're okay though. Oh, friend. And by friend, I mean food. All right. Oh, I accidentally dug through this tile. Do you guys want to hear some stories? What would be a good like viewing experience for you? Because I have stories to tell, but I don't know if that's like, is that what you want, or do you want to hear me talk about the game? Because I think different people like different things. Or, I mean, you also don't have to say if you're not comfortable writing in the chat. I guess if nobody says anything, I'll just start telling some stories. Let me think. Did you know that I used to sew stuffed animals for my friends? I think that I tend to really like things. Oopsies, I have to also give power. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll set that at a priority of 6 too. I'm here because you're playing the game, but I do love some good stories. Okay, so I used to make stuffed animals for friends in high school. I started doing it because I saw somebody doing it on YouTube and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. And I would, ooh, oh my goodness, wow, hold on. There we go. And basically what I would do is I would take socks and I would cut them into shapes, and then I would sew them up. I would like stuff them and then sew them, and then I would give them to people. So I made like Pikachu before, I made like a seal, and like I made, what else did I make? Let's set this at a priority of 6 too. Oopsies. And I made a teddy bear. At some point I wanted to make a teddy bear that had like a red tummy. Except I really wasn't very good at making stuffed animals. I should give you that detail. So I made this teddy bear. He was white. And I also wanted to give him like a red like mouth, snout. So that's what I did. Now, this teddy bear ended up looking absolutely demonic because he looked like he had just eaten like prey or something. It was terrible. Like, I'm so glad that the person was like into that aesthetic or whatever, but looking back, that was a terrible decision for me to make. And if I wanted to do red, I probably should not have used like a bright red because it genuinely looked terrifying. It was the worst stuffed animal that I've ever made. But yeah, I do like to make things with my hands, and I also like to cook. If you didn't know that, do you remember when the cacio e pepe was like going viral? I remember thinking like, oh, I have to make that at some point, and I never did. And then I finally made it like a couple of days ago. It's like really good actually. Like, I really wasn't expecting that, but I guess it is just kind of pasta and cheese and pepper, so I can't really, I can't complain. You put a bunch of stuff that's good together, you're gonna get something that's good, you know? Yeah. Here's a good story. So this happened when I was pretty little, like really little, maybe like 5 or so, but maybe younger than that actually. I think this is probably one of my first memories. I'll tell you the story of my first memory in a second. One of my first memories. Now, I really had, oh, thank you so much for following me, Mr. GK76. I really appreciate that. It really means a lot to me. But okay, so I was very young, and I, at this point, couldn't go up the stairs by myself. In my parents' house, there's multiple floors. There's 3 floors, a basement, a first floor, and a second floor. And the first floor was like the living area, and then there was a bathroom on the second floor and the basement. So if I needed to go to the bathroom, I had to ask for somebody to take me upstairs. So just keep that in mind. I do not know how to go up the stairs yet. I'm very young. I can barely just walk. It's a wonder that I even remember this story, to be honest. So imagine this. A young me really has to pee, like really has to go. I go up to my mom. She's cooking. I'm like, Mom, I have to pee. I have to pee really bad. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I have to pee. And she's like, go ask your dad. And so I go to my dad. He's watching TV. And I'm like, Dad, I have to pee. And he's like, just ask your mom to go. So I go back to my mom and I'm like, Mom, I really have to pee. And I freaking piss my pants on the floor. That's a core memory for me. Like, how embarrassing is that? I pissed myself on the floor because I didn't know how to walk upstairs yet. I think that's a funny story. My other first memory, this is the first memory that I ever have. I don't even think I knew how to like properly walk at this point. But I remember being in a store. This is kind of a shorter story. I was in a store and we were checking out for stuff. I don't remember what we were checking out for, but you know, at the store, like at the register, sometimes they have like some stuff that like you can buy when you're there. So for some reason, there were crayons there. I think this was like not a Claire's, but like one of those like kids stores. So there were crayons, and I, smart little girl that I am, I decide that I should eat the crayons. And I got a good amount of crayons in my mouth before they noticed that I probably shouldn't be eating crayons. And are you a Marine? I'm not a Marine. Is that something that Marines do? They eat crayons? Wait. Okay, let's put some sedimentary rock in here. I'm just gonna copy these settings actually. But I remember too that I was just in my mom's arms eating crayons. It's a wonder that she didn't. The joke is that Marines are so dumb they eat crayons. That's so funny. But I have no idea how they didn't even notice that I was eating the crayons, because she was holding me and they were like conversing with the cashier. And then like, I don't remember how somebody finally noticed, but they did. And then they were like, oh my God, my parents were so embarrassed. They were like, oh my God. And they like put it back down. And the cashier was just laughing. And yeah, that's my first ever memory, is eating crayons. I don't even remember how they taste. I just remember being publicly shamed by my parents for eating crayons. My fault. I shouldn't have been eating crayons, but core memory. Another core memory, I have lots of core memories from when I was a kid. I was at a store, deconstruct, and you know, like when you're younger and you tend to not want to like stay by your parents' side, whatever, you're wanting to explore, but you also know that if your parents ever were like lost, you would absolutely freak out. Yeah, so I, smart child that I am, I'm exploring the store. I lose track of my mother. Wait. Before that, wait. This is funnier. So I'm in the store, and I like to touch the when I was younger. Let me say this. When I was younger, when I was a kid, I liked to touch the clothes on the mannequin because I was like, ooh, clothes, textures, hee. I don't know, maybe that's like a sign of some deeper mental problem, but that's besides the point. I was touching clothes. And so I'm going around touching clothes. I'm touching clothes. And I touch one, and the mannequin moves. Because it's not a mannequin. It's a woman. It's a woman. And I've essentially just accidentally groped a woman because I was touching her clothes. Well, not like groped, but like I've freaked out a woman because a small child is grabbing onto her clothing. And my mother yanks me away. Because I am an embarrassment. I think that's a really funny story too. But okay. So I do remember the story about how I got lost, but this was not in a store. I got my stories mixed up. It was in an aquarium. So basically, we were in the water. And we don't really need the water. We're running low on food again. Oh my goodness, wait. How much dirt do we have? That's not good. No, we have a ton of dirt. That's fine. Why are we running low on food? Why are we running low on food? What's going on, besties? Oh, because I need to actually make more mush bars. Okay. I'm not great at this game. I'm sorry. You're gonna see a lot of moments like that. But I'm in an aquarium. I'm in the jellyfish area. I love the jellyfish area to this day, even though I've had a traumatic event in the jellyfish area, which is losing my parents. I run off and I am staring at the jellyfish. It's like one of those aquariums where they have like a vertical tank, like a cylindrical tank. So I'm like looking up at the jellyfish like this and just absolutely entranced. And my parents think it'd be really, really funny to hide from me. So they did. And I was staring at the jellyfish for a while, like a couple of minutes. And I turn around to go find my parents and they're like nowhere to be found. I start freaking out, like internally. And then eventually I start crying and then they come out and they're laughing at me. My parents really like to embarrass me in public. I have so many stories of my parents embarrassing me in public. That's the kind of relationship that we had when I was younger. Nowadays, I think it's not as bad. I think they just thought it was funny because it's like, haha, small human be sad funny. Do you know what I mean? But now I'm big human, so it's not cute anymore for me to be upset about things. And also now they kind of treat me like an adult because I am an adult. If you didn't, is it your? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was like, is he binge eating? I was a little stressed out. New blueprints unlocked. Red wallpaper. Okay. All right. I mean, you guys are probably tired of hearing about how my parents used to embarrass me as a kid now, so we can stop on those ones. Let me see what else I could talk. I could talk about how I was embarrassing as a high schooler. That might be funny. Well, first let's see where we're going. Kind of treat me like an adult. I felt that on a personal level. I know, I'm 25. I feel like I should be treated like an adult. But will they? Nah. I'm always gonna be their baby. Like, it does not matter how old I get. That has caused many an argument, but they're my parents. I love them. You know what I mean? Let's actually not go that way. Let's go this way because I'm seeing that there's something here that I would like to investigate. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's build. Parents gotta be parents. I know. Like, at the end of the day, they love you, and I'm so grateful for everything that my parents have ever done for me. I really can't complain. But when I was, you know, a little more desperate for my freedom, it was definitely, it was difficult for sure. And that's one of the reasons that I actually moved out, because I wanted to feel more independent. My parents were always very much like, if you're gonna go out, you have to tell us, like, who are you gonna be with? When are you gonna be back? Can I have all of your friends' phone numbers? Can I have your location? Stuff like that. They're very overprotective, which I think is kind of normal for Asian parents. If you didn't know, I am Asian. So they were that kind of parent, like the helicopter parents. Hey, now I am a parent and I'm not like that. Well, you know, I think maybe it's a generational thing then. I don't know. But what, you're Asian? That's so funny. I'm so sorry that, wait. Uh-oh. There we go. I'll fix that. I have like auto moderation on and stuff like that. Do not worry about it. You can absolutely just say whatever you want. That's fair though, good cat. Streamlabs going all librarian. Yeah, I know. It's so much stricter than like, whoa. What is this? What is this? This is cool. Wait. Oh my gosh. I've discovered an experiment designed to analyze the evolutionary dynamics of critter mutation. Once it has gathered enough data, it could prove extremely useful for genetic manipulation. I love the puffed in this one. Activate? Okay, wait. Analyzes critters to transform base morphs into random variants of their species. So if we're dark. There we go. I'm sorry that my Streamlabs is is a little bully. I'm really sorry about that. You can say whatever you want. We have free speech here. Well, almost anything that you want. My one rule is we don't talk about religion or politics on this channel. Sorry. Not really sorry. That's just my personal thing, because I definitely get a little bit stressy-depressy when I talk about those things. So I don't want it to make me be stressy-depressy. I want to dig into here, or at least see what this is. So I'm gonna see if I can go that way. 100% agree. No politics or religion on my streams either. I know some people, like, they enjoy talking about it. I'm just not one of those people, so off limits. Everything else, pretty much fair game. Almost everything else. You know, just be a nice person. That's my general rule. Then you can kind of say whatever you want. Maybe I should take off the caps thing though, because I don't really mind. It was just kind of the default thing, and I was like, makes sense, I guess. But now that people are like actually using it, I'm like, oh, that kind of doesn't make sense, because I don't really mind. But we have bathrooms set up. How great is that? So let's go ahead, and I think what I'm gonna try to do is make a polluted water pit, and then when we have that, we'll use that to feed into a metal refinery. Also, it looks like our stuff is done here, so we should be able to put down incubators. So let's go ahead and put down, I believe, what did we say? We said let's go ahead and deconstruct these ladders, because we can go ahead and put tiles underneath them. And then let's also actually no, we don't have to disable that, because we have the disconnect tool. Okay, so we can disconnect this from this, because we do not need it. Oh my god, it filled up into there. Oh wait, no, that's fine. Okay, my bad. I'm overreacting because I'm not thinking properly. It's been a long week, I'll tell you that. I don't know why. Like, normally I really enjoy what I do for work, but oh, please don't deconstruct all of those first. Absolutely build these first before you do that. Oh my goodness. Stop it, you're gonna strand yourself. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's gonna get stuck. I should have thought about that. Oh my god, you're gonna... These dupes are... They're like suicidal or something. Oh my gosh. Look at them. Now what? Now what are you gonna do? Okay, whatever. You'll figure it out. I've already forgotten. Oh, this week was so long. I genuinely have no idea, like, why it was so long. But every day just felt like it would get to, like... So I work from 8:30 to 5. And it would get to like 11 and I'm like, yeah, it feels like about the time when I should be going home. Do you know how disappointing that is? You like look at the time and you still have like 6 hours to go. And you're like, oh my goodness. I think a part of that is because, like, if you didn't know, I used to do coding stuff, but I decided that that is not something that I really want to do like long term. So I stopped because I think that it can get a little bit tedious. New and shiny area. Let's see how many dupes almost get killed. Oh, do you mean like this area? Yeah. It's ridiculous. Do you remember before when you would play Oxygen Not Included and your dupes would be building something and then they would build a tile on their head and they would get stuck in it? Do you remember that? Was that just me? Because I had that issue all the time when I first started playing. They would build themselves into a tile and then they would suffocate. And it was the worst. It was so annoying. Like, why would you do that? It makes no sense. Okay, if that was genuinely a thing that happened and they fixed it, I cannot tell you how glad I am that they fixed it, because that was such a, like, absolutely the worst feature. Okay, now they can go ahead and prioritize these, deconstruct. Why not want to deconstruct? Oh, it is. Okay, weird. You could go ahead and put that back at a 5 now. That's fine. All right, so I think we said we were gonna do 6, right? We have a sage hatchling egg. So let's go ahead and do, okay, if we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all right, yeah. I can only fit 1 because they haven't deconstructed the rest of the ladders yet. And then we'll need to connect them up to power. Let's check on our power grid because I do have 2 grids set up. I just have not been paying attention to what I put on what grid. So this has 845 and this has 525 potential loads. So I think I'm gonna use this one. So let's go ahead and put a wire bridge down so that we can build across. And we can also disconnect this. That is not that important anymore. Let's go ahead and build the wire onto here. We can deconstruct this so that we have a little more space to work with. Cancel that one because it doesn't matter. All right. We're slowly getting set up and it's very exciting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And we will need even more for the cycle sensor. Yes. Yeah. So let's see. If you click into it, it'll tell you need 25. We have... That's how it works, right? Yeah. So we're gonna need to make 3 more, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll choose a blueprint. Ooh, copper. Wait, that's actually kind of good. I'm gonna take it. All right, and let's choose our skills. Ashcan is our rancher. We're not really gonna be doing farming that much. I'm thinking the only farming we're really gonna do is thimbleweed farming because we need the thimbleweeds for carpets, for exosuits. But he is also a decorator, so I think I'm gonna put him into decorating so that he could start doing that. And then you could just get that free construction point, because why not? All right, so we're gonna get these incubators set up, and then let's put down the automation while we're at it. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we can go ahead and put down automation wires. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And finally, we can start hooking them all up. Ooh. That's because they're heavy watts. I am a dum-dum. So let's go ahead and put actual wires down. Okay. Perfect. This should work out perfectly fine now. Let's go ahead and sweep this sage egg because I'm not wanting it there. But this stone hatchling egg, we can put into this incubator. So here we go. We have 3? We have 3 stone hatchling eggs? That's kind of exciting. So let's go ahead and put this at a higher priority so we can make sure that our ranchers will go, or our rancher will go and do that as soon as it's possible. And let's set up these cycle sensors. Okay, so activation time, activation duration. So we're gonna want it to be 15%. This is the worst part. Okay. And then this one, we're gonna want this to be activated at 15. And then 15. Okay. And then, okay, wait, so this is 30, 45, 60, 75. Okay, so this is, does that make sense? Okay. Okay. Sorry. I got very focused there for a second. So we can go ahead and copy these settings to the... Oh. Why does that happen? Sometimes I feel like I click copy settings and it doesn't like actually do it. All right. And our food is still going up. That's good. I am going to wrangle this guy because I think what I'm going to do, instead of hatches and hatchlings, I'm gonna do stone ones here. I think that will be good for us. We'll auto wrangle the surplus too. All right. I feel like we're slowly making progress, and that's really exciting, actually. And I feel like every time I play this game, I learn a little bit more, which is probably exactly how you're supposed to play it, but that's really exciting for me anyways. And I hope you guys like watching it. 15, and then this one. What was this one? This was 60, so this is 45. Also, if you can tell, my voice is a little bit gravelly because oopsies. I wish you could just click it and change it. I don't know why this one is not one that you can just click and change. My voice is a little bit gravelly because I'm recovering from an illness and I've been like this for like a month. So if anyone has any tips and tricks on how I can actually maybe not be sick anymore, that would be really great because I'd like to have my old voice back, please. Because it's so gravelly. We still have 37 tons of copper. That's perfectly fine. All right. So, okay, I think I know why I wanted to get to a frozen biome, even though we're on Rime. I'm obsessed with anti-entropy thermo nullifiers. Yes. I think that they're fun. That's it. And also I feel like it's fun to use them to destroy heat when you need to. Even though we absolutely do not need to destroy heat right now. And we won't for a long time because Rime is just very cold. Alright. Hopefully, once we get all of the incubators set up. Okay, wait. So if we do... I'm trying to think. Did this turn on yet? So this one's on. Oh, okay. I need to do this one. This one is 30. And 15%. Okay, so this one's on. There's no one here. But this hatchling egg, I don't think was lullabied. Oh, because he's grooming. We're gonna need another rancher. I tend not to play with the anti-entropy thermonullifier much. I don't find it very powerful when you've got aqua tuners. That's a fair point. I've not yet set up my first like aqua tuner setup. So I'm just not entirely sure on like how to do all that. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I guess like we're not really gonna need it for a long time for this. Okay. We're gonna need another rancher. So let's try and get one next time, which is a little, or like the next blueprint thing, which should be coming up next cycle. I've watched a lot of YouTube and I've made all the mistakes. We can definitely try to get it set up. I don't think we'll be able to do it today because I do stop streaming today at 9 p.m. But we might be able to get it done next time we play, which will probably be next Thursday again. Also, normally I do stream on Saturdays and Sundays, but this Saturday I'm actually going to be away. So I'm not going to be able to stream, but I will be back on Sunday. So I will be streaming Oxygen Not Included again, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of a challenge run. So if you're available, you can definitely check it out. You'd need steel and plastic set up before you can even start on building it. That's true. Yeah. So we should start going downwards then. I think that's gonna be really helpful for us. Because if we go downwards, we'll... Is Rime set up like Terra, where there's oil at the bottom, or is it just like random? I guess I didn't even think about that. I guess we could find out. We could start digging down this way. I don't know why that ladder was built there. You could have a frozen core, that's true. So let's find out. Let's go this way. And dig this way, and they'll just do that as they have time to do it, which is fine. But I think there should still be an oil biome there. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like this is my first time playing on Rime, so I have no idea what to expect. All I know is that it's supposed to have all the biomes, which is kind of fun. The other thing that I learned recently is that there's one of these like buildings with a hot tub in it, and I didn't even know we could build hot tubs, so that was very exciting for me. Actually, if you go to the star map, you can click on the starting planet and scroll through all the biomes that are on the planet. Oh, and it tells you what geysers are here. Wait. A volcano, natural gas geyser, cool steam vent, salt water, carbon dioxide, polluted water, an oil reservoir. So there is oil. That's actually really fun. Okay. Oh, and it says biome. Okay, copper meteor shower, icy meteor shower, slimy meteor shower, sandstone, marsh, jungle, tundra. So there is the cold one, the ice biome. Magma, oily. You've already uncovered an oil reservoir. So wait, I have? Now I need to go find it. Space, ocean, rust, forest, and oh, the bees! You could always go Drecos for plastic and reed fiber. Let's try and find the oil biome that I uncovered. The oil reservoir that I uncovered, apparently. It's probably... Well, that's the saltwater one for sure. I'm not seeing one. Oh my goodness, wait. Did I miss it? That's fine, we'll find it eventually. It's not, no, this is carbon dioxide, right? Yeah, that's carbon dioxide. Okay, whatever. We'll find it eventually. I do want to do Drecos, but I don't know if they're... Gotta go to bed, but I'm following you on here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Please keep doing what you're doing. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna turn these into... Well, I'm gonna upload the VODs if you wanted to see what the rest of what we did today was. But I hope you have an amazing night, and thank you so much for coming. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm not gonna call you Bothorn anymore. Good night, Badhorn. I'm only claiming that because you already had one discovered when you saw the geysers and vents on that info view of that planet. It's possible that like we can maybe just see like one tile of neutronium and I'm just like, so it counts as discovered. But good night. But we will find it eventually. I'm not that worried about it. I think you're probably right, to be honest. So let's finish this up so that I can actually get all these incubators going. And then oil reservoirs are not on each... Oh, I did not know that. I thought that they were. So do you think... Okay, now here's the question. Is it possible that like minerals and stuff can spawn on oil reservoirs like here? Because if that's the case, then it's possible that it's like here or somewhere, but we just can't see it yet. But I have no idea because I've never really, I don't think I've ever explored an oil biome. These guys are okay. No, oil reservoirs usually spawn uncovered, at least partially. Okay, that's good to know because I was just looking for neutronium because that's what I thought I had to be looking for. But you learn something new every time you play this game, I swear. It's crazy. Okay. Ooh, research. I gotta get better at that. Alright. Wait, we're on cycle 43 and we don't have a thing yet? It's soon though, okay. You're looking for lead. If you found lead, you found the oil biome. Okay. Metals. Not red. Not orange. Not yellow or blue. Ooh! Whoa! Wait. Hold on. I'll come back to it in a second. That's so cool. To be honest, the reason I go for the oil biome ASAP is the lead. Oh, what is lead like good for? I'm sorry, most of the time I have in this game is spent in early game. So I don't know a lot about like lead as a refinement. Oh, that's really good to know. Okay, pajama cubby. Let's pajamas. Okay, sorry. Okay. I've discovered a new dream analyzing building buried deep inside our asteroid. It seems to contain new sleep-specific suits. Could these be the key to unlocking my duplicant's ability to dream? So you can dig up refined metal before you get metal refinery going? That is such a good point. And I think that's something that I didn't know, so that is really good to know. I've often wondered what they might be capable of once their imaginations were awakened. Now I feel like I kind of want to do this, but this is definitely going to be like a later thing because I want to just get everything up and going first. So let's go ahead and do that. Please, please, please have a rancher. Ranching and rocketry. allergies, not the best, but increased husbandry. So I think without a doubt in my mind, we should go for nails because we need the extra ranching. And then a metal, yeah, the rock crushers turn 100 kilograms of metal ore to 50, and then a metal does 100 to 100. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do the metal refinery, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just really anxious about the heat, even though I know we're on Rime, but I'm like, it's gonna creep up on me because it creeped up on me on Terra, and now I'm slowly approaching heat death. And I'm not equipped to deal with it. So I'm really not excited about that. Let's go ahead and get our nails her farming so she can go into critter ranching. Do you care about not using bugs and glitches? I think that since I don't have a lot of game knowledge, I don't mind using the bugs and glitches, but once I get to a point where I like actually know how to do things, I will probably try to do them the way it was intended. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like until I get to that point, I'm fine doing whatever I can to help me get to that point. But yeah. So now we've got Nails, and Nails is gonna need to go on a different schedule. So let's go ahead and put her on this one, or them. I think Nails, hold on. Want to hear a cool bug that I used for early game metal refinery and steel production? Yes, absolutely. So yeah, Nails is agender, so that's fun. If you didn't know, I put out a video of 10 things you might not know about oxygen not included, and one of the things is that duplicates have genders, and they only have FM and X, but I still think that's super cute. That's just me though. But let's go ahead and also set their priorities up. So definitely want ranching. And that's kind of it, to be honest, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Because I definitely want them to prioritize ranching. So that we can get our food up and going. We're not gonna have to worry about microbe mushers anymore because, let's be real, mush bars are kind of gross. You're basically eating dirt pies. And, I mean, I know we all made them as a kid, but I don't think anyone actually wants to eat them. Right, and we were going this way, so we've got chlorine here. Let's go ahead and keep digging this way, actually. Or maybe we could dig down this way, because it looks like we could do that without disturbing the gas too much. So let's go ahead and see if we could get there. Dig that, cancel that. All right. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Cramped. There must be eggs. Sweet. Okay. And oh right, and then we wanted to set up a polluted water pit. So let's go ahead and get started on that too. We can, I don't want to put it like too in a weird position. I would ideally put it here, but there's like ice here and that's gonna melt into regular water, so I'm not too keen on that idea. I do also want to keep exploring these biomes and see if there's any thimbleweed seeds, but I'm not sure if they would even grow, which is like a little bit scary because I want thimbleweeds so that I can make exosuits, of course, but if they're not gonna grow... Okay, let me try and think about this, because we could take a metal refinery, pipe some form of water into it, and refine the metal. This will superheat the liquid coolant, the water we pumped in, and it will instantly turn to steam. But only once it leaves the refinery. It will break the liquid pipe on the outgoing port of the refinery. If you turn off auto repair for that pipe segment, the water will stay in the refinery superheated forever and ever until you deconstruct it. Okay. So, okay, let me see if I'm gonna do this properly. Will this, but it will still pump liquid coolant in. So then it, instead of like not destroying any water, it just takes up all the water. The ambient heat the building produces is there, but fairly minimal. So what happens when you deconstruct it? Does the water spill out? Like when you deconstruct a pipe? Or does it come out in a bottle? Because if it's in a bottle, it's not that bad. But if it's steam bomb, thank you, Ricardo. Okay, because I'm trying to think, like, if I were to put it somewhere. Because my original, okay, let me explain what I was thinking originally. My original idea was that we build the metal refinery. We pump in the polluted water until it's at a good temperature to feed to thimble reeds. That way we can grow thimble reeds. It will bottle, but the bottle will be at steam temperature, instantly turn to steam, boom, steam bomb. Because if we're gonna do what you're saying, we should ideally put it behind a liquid lock, right? But then I'm worried that the liquid lock is gonna evaporate too, because it's gonna be too hot eventually. It might work. If we could get a little bit of oil, because the oil's not going to evaporate at like steam temperatures, right? So it would definitely work if we could do that. Well, that's only hypothetically if we needed to like deconstruct it at some point, right? Because my only thing is like, what if I want to move? To be honest, it's a technique I use after I have SPOM and exosuits up with liquid locks. Okay. So it's not nails. Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot to give them a bed. Oh my gosh. Just find a large water body and dump heat at it. I think the issue with that is that so much of our water is frozen. Like all of this polluted ice is frozen. You know what I mean? So it is a little bit difficult. Like we have this, but I feel like it's not that big. So that's why I'm trying to, I don't know. Maybe what we'll do, okay. So we'll build our polluted water tank. We will use it. Water helps to melt ice. So what if we build a tank? We put whatever polluted water we have in there. And then we put polluted ice in there. And then the polluted ice will melt into polluted water, right? We'll dig up all the polluted ice and we'll put it in there. That makes sense. I think maybe that's a plan. So let's go ahead and plan that out then. I kind of want it. We can put it up here. Because it's kind of like, do I need to put insulated tiles? Because it's Rime. It's already so cold, right? So I'm thinking maybe we'll just do tiles, right? Because if I dump water over ice, it's way easier. Okay, so if let me think, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll probably only do 8, so I could put tiles, at least, we'll do it here. And then we will turn this into our tank. This is a humongous area for a tank. There is going to be a little bit of ice in here, but it should be fine. So what we're gonna do is we are going to dig this out. And I'm only making it so big because I'm like, I don't know, future-proofing, I guess. I don't need to make it this big. Let's go ahead and, oopsies, I don't want to dig up that abyssalite. We'll put a ladder going straight down the side. And then every 7, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. And then across, but it's okay if some of it is dug up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this. And then we'll just put some, we'll put some tiles up here to help keep the gas flow like here. So then we'll put some deodorizers there too. Okay. And then we can dig this stuff out. And hopefully there are some thimbleweed seeds too. Okay. I'm not sure if what I'm doing is making sense. What's your food production like? Not that great right now. We're mostly surviving on mush bars, so it's really not great. I'm trying to get hatches up right now, but it's a slow process, which is why I wanted to get some more ranchers, because it seems like the guy, our current rancher, is kind of always got algae. Let me see all algae. I have 19 tons. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I have some. I could turn all this slime into algae actually, because it's not germy. That's a new thing that I am not used to. Let me also put a storage bin down so that they can put the polluted ice in there. All right, and that's going to be our pea pit, our world pea pit. Okay, so lullaby, that's really good. And this one was lullaby too. Oh, okay, it's working. That's so good now. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better about our food production now. So I do need to get all this stuff away. So I'm kind of wondering if we could put some, if we could get some more people who like do the supplying. Let's go ahead and put some airflow tiles down so I can actually, I'm gonna deconstruct that, and let's do one over here too. And let's go get some deodorizers down. One here, and I think that's fine, to be honest. That's enough for now. And that's just so that we don't get the yucky lungs all the time, but this should be enough to keep it from coming into our base. Okay. And Nails is making food. Why are you making food? Is it because I didn't do your priorities? No, I did your priorities. Because I didn't make you deprioritize for cooking food. There we go. Okay, so I need to go ahead and do this so that all new colonists. Duplicants. Oh my gosh. My brain is like fried. I'm sorry. If you didn't know, today is my last day of the work week for this week anyways. So I'm feeling very very fried. This one has tidying, which is nice. Tidying, researching, and farming. I mean, I don't really need the researching, to be honest, but the tidying is nice. But I'm not entirely like sold, to be honest. It's only a +1. I don't really need a farmer right now. I think I'm not gonna take him. I think I'm gonna wait for a better tidier. Because ideally we would have somebody who's good at who likes supplying and operating, so we could get a mechatronics engineer. That would be really good. But we don't have that right now. So, oh, and I have to put wires down. I always forget that you need wires for deodorizers now. I don't know if you played before when you didn't need wires for deodorizers. Deodorizers were cracked. Like, you could just spam them because all you needed was sand. And I like really liked that, to be honest. I know that like it's not like you need a lot of power for them. It's only 5. But it's the fact that I now need to connect them with wires that's just a little bit annoying for me. Just a little bit. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like, I'm just being nitpicky, for sure. All right. And then once we get our peep pit going, oh, let's also put, let's put another one so that I could put a bottle emptier down. So we could put polluted water there. All right. We're making some really good progress. Let's see what we got. New blueprints. We got basic white shoes. This kind of cute. How do you change their clothes? Do I click into them? Properties? Oh, here. Change this duplicant's outfits. Default footwear. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll actually play. I don't know. There's so much about this game that I don't know and that I haven't explored yet. And it just excites me being able to, like, I don't know, learn and explore all of these different things. Ooh, here's our cool steam vent. Okay. I want to get over here, so I think that means we're gonna have to dig through the abyssalite. So I'm not really wanting to go through anything else. But this means that we have a source of heat. Like an actual source of heat. I'm guessing that we should just... I vote that we just dig through it. And let's see what's over here. Because I'm still trying to find oil. I'm trying to do it in a way that is the least intrusive for duplicants. But they're really not going to be able to get very far because there's like no oxygen. But it's fine. We'll get exosuits up. We will. Unfortunately, it's too cold. Okay. Let me see if no, I don't really need to. Okay. I'm just trying to plan things out. This is still cramped because nobody is sweeping, which is why I'm like, maybe we need a tidier. All right. Do you guys want to hear another funny story? I could tell another story about how I embarrassed myself in elementary school. Oh my gosh, we've got our first stone hatchlings. Look at them. How precious is that? Oh, I'm feeling a little bit better. Okay. So, I will tell you a story about how I embarrassed myself in elementary school. So I used to go to a Catholic school. That's not the embarrassing part. It's not even all that relevant to this story. But I remember, we used to be in those chairs where the desk was like separate from the chair. I know in some schools they're like connected, but this one specifically was separate. That's an important part of the story. The chairs were separate from the desks. So we were taking an exam, and it's obviously very quiet during exams. And I felt a little rumbling in my tummy because I really had to pass gas. And I tried to hold it in as much as I could, but I could not hold it in. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and do it as silently as possible. And you know when you do that, it never works out. We have thimble reed seats, that's so good. It never works out. So what ended up happening was I just released a really long squeaky fart. And everyone stared at me, and I tried to cover it up with my chair by moving it. But obviously that doesn't work very well. And everybody looked at me, and it was so embarrassing, and I was horrified. I had just farted in the middle of a test, and it wasn't even like a normal fart. It was like a squeaky long one that just would not stop coming out of my butt. Traumatizing. I embarrass myself a lot, but that's okay because it makes for good stories. At least I think they make for good stories. What's this? A poker shell. All right. Anyways, Flipdoos, what were you saying about the algae? Oh, We're running low on water here. I could start pulling from this water. Or I could just move this down. I might actually move that down if I could find it. All right, if I build it here and then I just dig this tile out, then we'll be able to have a little more water. Because that's not submerged, bestie. That's not good. So let's go ahead and put this at a higher priority. So hopefully they will do that. I think the next print is in 1 point. Well, I mean your O2 production. Oh, that's true. Well, how is our oxygen looking like? It's not terrible. It's really not the worst. I've only got one oxygen diffuser right now. And it's doing all right. I would want to build a SPOM at some point. One diffuser for 5 dupes is perfect. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, because one diffuser makes 500 per second and they do 100, right? So that's okay. That's good to know. So if we get another dupe, we'll probably need another diffuser. But to be honest, it's not even at max efficiency right now. So I don't know. All right. If I wanted to set up a thimbleweed farm, just keep an eye on your algae. I would recommend setting algae as your favorite resource so it's always on the screen. I can definitely do that. That's 23 tons. That's not bad. Oh, and we have a kiln so I can make ceramic for insulated tiles. But I guess... Oh. I'm sorry, Flip Deuce. Also, one diffuser equals 550 grams per second, so 11 dupes for 2 diffusers. There we go. I'm so sorry that my Streamlabs is bullying you. Why is that a lot of symbols? Because you have an equal signs and a slash? I need to fix that. I just did the auto one because I thought that would be okay, but apparently not. Apparently it's actually terrible. I'm so sorry. All right. So we do have only 14 minutes left, so I think we're just gonna see what we can do until then. Streamlabs seems to be on my tear here. I'm sorry. That's honestly, like, I will fix it because I really need to anyways. It should not be that annoying. Okay, oh, and we have no research going. Oh my goodness, I'm terrible at keeping research going. Right. We could also start exploring upwards, but the oil biome is more likely to be downwards, right? But then the thing is that I'm gonna want thimbleweeds. Okay, so let's think about where we want to put our thimbleweed farm. I could put it here, to be honest. Or I could put it here, or here. I could also put it here. What did I clear this out for? Did I clear this out for another ranch? I don't know. I cleared out 88 tiles. I think I was trying to get resources in here. Maybe copper? But we could put it up here. That's actually not a bad area. So maybe that's what we'll do. We will set up our little farm here. So let's go ahead and put down some hydroponic farm tiles. I'll just put down a bunch. Something is moving in your dump area? Oh, I think it's a little hatchling. There's 2 of them. Oh my god, wait, there's so many. Wait. Hold on a second. I was like, oh, there's like 1 of them. There's at least like 5 of them. Hold on, wait. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll wrangle them. I'll put the excess, we'll eventually turn this into our unaliving bully. Yeah, I'm sorry. Streamlabs is bullying you. Let's turn this into our little, excess hatch and hatchling storage. Okay, if this is at a 5 and we want them to put them here when this is at an overflow, then I have to put it at a 4, right? I feel like that's backwards. Maybe that one's 4 and that one's 5. We'll figure it out. Let's try it at a 4 for now. And we will not auto wrangle the surplus. We will just let them live there. And oh yeah, we have to actually tell them to put them here. So hatchets and hatchling. Have at the lowest things set to 5, then turn the more important things 1 up. I think I'm just like, but this is less important, right? Because it's the overflow from this. All right. Oh my gosh, and nobody's putting the... Oh, because I didn't... oh my gosh. It's such a mess, I'm sorry. Okay, and we've got probably way too many hydroponic farm tiles, to be honest. We probably only need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so set the least important thing to 5, then other things higher. Okay. Let's get this sealed off like this. And this is going to be the start of our thimble reeds. And we can put organic, we can put slime and polluted dirt in there. Oh, and also polluted ice. Oopsies. Liquefiable polluted ice. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Polluted water we'll put there. And we will set these at a 6 because I want them to make these wires. Right. And then things are just slow, I think, because we don't have enough labor. Barbecue? I love barbecue. I get so excited about the food in this game. I think it's so funny. Like, not that it looks very appetizing, but I think I just get excited about it. Who else can we take? We've got cooking, doctoring, building, researching, operating, supplying. Operating and supplying was what we were looking for, right? They are a loud sleeper though, so, but that's pretty easy to work around. But I think operating, supplying is exactly what we were looking for. Operating, supplying. So yes, we are going to go ahead and take Nicola. That does mean that I'm gonna have to start thinking about extra oxygen production. For now, it looks like it's okay, but I think I'm just gonna set up a second oxygen diffuser. Okay, so let's think about this. If we're gonna be putting Nicola in the second schedule, we don't want him sleeping next to Abe or Nails. Just put another one up right next to the first one. I will do that in just a second. I'm just gonna get his bed set up because otherwise I absolutely will forget. So let's see. This is Nails, this is Abe, and this is Ashcan. Abe is fine there, but let's go ahead and assign Ashcan here. And we'll put Nails in this one. So that way, when Nicola is sleeping here, he'll be okay. And he won't wake anybody up. So our cook kinda has like nothing else that I really need him to do. He could go into suit wearing, I don't really know why, but I'm just gonna leave him for now. That's a problem for another day. We're gonna go ahead and do improved carrying, and let's go ahead and set his priorities up. So I definitely want him to be supplying and storing and tidying. So that should be good. Now he should be doing those things. And he is sleeping. Nobody got his bed set up yet. All right, so it is nearing the end of my time. So what I'm going to do is, don't leave yet, because I'm going to try and grab my kitten. So if you want to see my kitten, definitely stick around. Or if you want to see my big cat, but I'm gonna see if I can grab my kitten first because she actually likes to be held. So give me like 2 minutes. Hold on. This is gonna be fun, I promise. So hold on. We've got a big baby first. Here she is in her cone, like I said. She's got an eye infection. But this is Miso. She does not like being held at all. Oh, okay. There she's gonna go. Let me go get the little one. I've got a baby. Oh, she's like, Mommy. Start of the overworking. Okay, you can go on the desk. This is Yuki. They're both so precious. I love them so much. Yuki likes to sleep on my keyboard. So I think that's kind of funny. And she's so cute. She's such a sweet little girl. But she goes absolutely feral for food. Around like dinner time or whenever you need to feed her, she just goes, Meow. And I swear, it's like she tries to make you step on her. Like she will actively go in between your feet. Let me go ahead and save the game. Anyways, I thought that you guys would enjoy that. If you haven't seen my kittens yet, they are an integral part of my life, and I want to make them, you know, a part of my streams as well. So if you enjoy cat content, they will be coming back, I promise. Yeah, look. There she is. Oh, it's this way. She's so small. Look at her. Look at her. What a good girl. When I was playing Stardew Valley, I don't know if you know, there's a fishing minigame in Stardew Valley, but I also have this mod where the fish actually like show up in the water, and she just kept trying to catch the fish in the water, which I thought was so cute. She was like at my screen, like pawing at it. She's so good. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. Oh, yeah, you like those scratchies. Yeah. She likes to sleep on my chest as well. So during the night, she'll like be right here. And I'm a little bit worried that when she gets older and bigger, she's gonna like suffocate me. But it's gonna be worth it. I mean, look at her. She's such a good girl. She also loves her sister. But I think because Miso's got the cone on, she's currently eyeing her like, what is that? What is that? They're just staring at each other. Actually, Miso got the eye infection from Yuki, because Yuki was a shelter cat, and she was not very healthy when I first got her. She had, well, when I first got her, I thought that she was healthy because she didn't have anything like immediately wrong with her. And eventually then she started showing symptoms of other things, like her eyes started to swell. And I was like, oh no, she's got the eye infection that the other kittens have. And the other thing that I didn't know, Yuki used to be a very loud, like, purr. She used to purr super loudly. And at first I just thought that was like her thing, and I thought it was super cute. Turns out she had an upper respiratory tract infection. Poor girl. So she was just purring super loudly because she could not, like, breathe properly. I feel so bad, but she's better now. She's doing a lot better. She sneezes very much less often, and her purring is a much more normal sound now. Very normal volume. So yeah. But then she ended up giving that eye infection to Miso, and she also gave the upper respiratory tract infection to Miso. So that wasn't great. But yeah, it's been such a pleasure having her, and you know, I love them both so much. They're such good girls. They're both girls, which is funny. That's why my stream cat, Inoki, is canonically a male. If you didn't know, Inoki is boy because he's got 2 sisters. Oh, good stretch. Where are we going? Nowhere. We're not going nowhere. We're gonna stay with mommy. She keeps me company while I edit. It's really cute. Alright, well, it is 9 p.m. If you tuned in for however long, thank you so much. If you followed, thank you. If you lurked, thank you. If you were here and present, thank you. I appreciate all of you so much. I had so much fun today. I always have so much fun. And I will be back on Sunday, I promise. But I do have to get going. I'm going to be doing a little bit of editing today, and I'm gonna put up the VOD for anybody who maybe missed the beginning, or if you wanted to, maybe if you missed the end or whatever, it'll be up, I promise. And then eventually I'm gonna get those edited down into videos, hopefully this weekend. Hey, thank you so much for coming. Yuki says bye-bye.